Hi everyone, it's Lauren here. I hope you're all well. Today's blog is going to be me talking about my 5 favourite kids TV shows that I love watching as a child. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and let's get into it. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and So number 5 on my list is SpongeBob SquarePants. Now we all know SpongeBob SquarePants, don't we? It includes SpongeBob himself, obviously, and Patrick, and they go to the Krusty Krab and get a burger. Well, they call it burgers Krusty Krab. When I was at school, like at primary school, I always had this temptation of going to the canteen going, hey, can I get a Krusty Krab instead of saying burger? And they'd be standing there like, what's this girl on about? So I always had that tendency to do that. And yeah, SpongeBob was just very fun. The only thing that's annoying about those when SpongeBob like cries, like every episode, he's always crying towards the end. Happened, that has happened. But you know, it's really, really fun, and yeah, I just love how it's like set underwater, and it's like got quite a different vibe to other kids' TV shows. And yeah, I really loved it. I watched it a lot, especially when I was about 10. I watched it a lot around that time, and yeah, it's a good show. Now number 4 is Tiffany Goes to School, and I love Tiffany Goes to School. I really wish they did more than 2 series though. They didn't do enough series of that, but it was just so good fun. And Jade's favourite character in it was Claude. He was lovely to Tiffany. Nah, Claude was horrible. He was always making fun of Tiffany's outfits. He was like, oh, you don't wear that on the first day of school. You don't wear that on the second day of school. You don't wear that on the third day of school. Well, what do you wear then? But yeah, I think my sister's favourite character in it was Yoko. Is that her name? Yeah, I think so. She was the one that liked all the sushi and that in their lunchbox. But yeah, she was cute though. And I loved how like Doris's family all had names that rhymed, like Doris, Morris, Boris, I think. Yeah, ones like that. And I also liked how like there was 3 Franks, like the 2 brother Franks, not brother Franks, the 2 child Franks, and then there was like Daddy Frank. Like imagine how confusing that is for the mum. She goes, Frank, and they're all like, yeah, and they're all screaming at the same time. Imagine that. But yeah, something I find really weird about Tiffany Goes to School though, well, 2 things I find weird is, number 1, why would you invite your teacher to a party? What kid invites their teacher to a party? And number 2, why is it the boys only wear t-shirts when they're around the school and houses and that, right? But when they go in the swim pool, they just wear trunks. Like, what's the point in that? Why would you not, like why would you wear trunks in the swim pool but not wear trousers when you're out and about? Yeah, so some of the things in it are very bizarre, but then all kids' TV shows are bizarre, aren't they, to a point? But I just love Tiffany Goes to School. It's a really innocent show and really fun to watch, really relaxing. And yeah, I used to watch this in the mornings before going to school a lot. I can admit that I still watch these kind of shows when I was 10. And I would still watch these kind of shows because I love kids' TV. Much prefer it to adults' TV, like things like Coronation Street and EastEnders. That's boring. Like, why would I watch that over all that stuff? So yeah, that's cool. Now number 3 for me is Peppa Pig. Now I love Peppa Pig, I love all the characters in it, I love the way it's set, I love how they all have houses on a hill. I think that's so cute, I love that. And I really like the school they go to as well. Like, it's a really nice school, like it's just a few kids in it and they all get along so well and never fall out. Actually, that's a lie, because there was a scene in Peppa Pig where they all argued over something. I can't remember what it was, but I think they were all different countries or something for the day or something, like represent different countries, and they all had a massive fight over it. Like Germany started fighting with France and France started fighting with Britain and whatever it was. I don't know if that's the exact right countries, but it was something like that. But yeah, that was quite a funny scene. And I just love when they went diving as well, and Daddy Pig jumped off it and he made like a massive splash. Yeah, there's a lot of good scenes in Peppa Pig though, and yeah, and I love when they jump in the muddy puddles. That's cute. And I like it when they go to school. I love it when they do the school play, like, and the parents keep like taking pictures and everything, like, no, you can't do that, you can't do that. And Daddy Pig just can't resist and he keeps getting his camera and going and that's pretty funny. And yeah, there's a lot of good scenes. Oh, and when they sing on the school buses, that's quite cute. Like, sing little songs and that, and go on their school trips and everything. That's fun. There's also a scene of them going to London. They're on the bus in London and it suddenly started raining. They're like, get your umbrellas up. And that's why you need an umbrella when you go to London, because the weather can change like that. But yeah, there's loads of good scenes in Peppa Pig. I could be here all day. But yeah, Peppa Pig in itself is just really cute, and I just really like it. It's one of my favourites as a kid, definitely. And I had a lot of Peppa Pig toys, I must admit. Actually, there was another scene I forgot to mention about Peppa Pig that is really, really funny. So basically, you know, like Rebecca Rabbit and Peppa Pig, well, basically they had like a conversation with each other, and Peppa Pig was talking like far too much, and Rebecca Pig was like, "You never stop talking!" Literally. And I remember like them doing that for Scottish Peppa Pig, and it was like really, really aggressive. So yeah, I think that's actually my favourite scene, Peppa Pig, just because of how annoyed she gets. Number 2 is Charlie and Lola. I love Charlie and Lola. I had lots of books of Charlie and Lola. I had loads of DVDs. Yeah, and I liked it. There was like Charlie Martin, I think. Yeah, Charlie Martin, and Lola's best friend was Lottie. Lottie. It's something like that. And then she had her Lola had an imaginary friend called Lawrence, but in Peppa Pig. In Charlie and Lola, you don't see Charlie and Lola's parents. They're like basically invisible, so you don't see her parents. So all you hear them shout things and try and talk to them, but you don't actually see their parents. But yeah, I do like Charlie and Lola a lot. I love the Christmas episode actually, when they were like open the Christmas calendar, and Lola opened one of Charlie's doors by accident, and Charlie goes, "You opened my door? How dare you, Lola?" I'm thinking, like there's anything special in it, it's just a door with something behind it. And I liked the listening one, because like Lola basically wasn't listening. Like Charlie was like, "Make sure you listen to announcements and all that." They went to Lottie's party and it was finished because Lola didn't listen. She listened. She was like, "Oh, it's an hour later than what that time was," but it wasn't. That's why you should listen, Lola. I also liked it when they went, just like the party episode was quite cool. I like that. I like how Lola completely just ruined Charlie's party, like completely by accident. Like she basically blowed out Charlie's candles. She had her own cakes made. She like opened all his cards. She basically did everything for Charlie. It was like it was her. She was acting like it was her party when it wasn't. There's also another one where she really wanted to get this certain book. I can't remember what the book was called, but she really wanted to get the book from the library, but the book got taken. Another girl took it, and she was like, "My book is gone!" And she was like really devastated and everything. And Charlie was like, there's plenty of other books around. It's true. If you read the same book all the time, you're never going to learn anything, are you? So yeah, there's a lot of good episodes in Charlie and Lola. I could be like here all day. For all I know, I could have missed out talking about a really good episode. But yeah, there's so many good episodes in Charlie and Lola, and yeah, I just like it in general. And yeah, it's pretty good. So, oh, there's another one as well where Lola found a fossil. I remember this one. She found a fossil, and like then Charlie didn't think it was a fossil. He didn't believe her, and then she took it to the school, and they're like, this is a fossil actually. This was found at so and so time. And like Lola was right. So Charlie, you need to believe Lola sometimes. But yeah, I like Charlie and Lola in general, and I could be here all day talking about the episodes, but yeah, Charlie and Lola was one of my absolute favourites, and I'd collect all the magazines every week when I went to the supermarket. I was a big fan of Charlie and Lola, especially when I was like 8-9 years old. I loved it around that time, and yeah. And also, I actually got featured in the magazine for Charlie and Lola when I was 8. In one of the magazines, I got a picture taken. Basically, I made something with the crafting stuff. You get the magazines, and I got featured in the magazine, which was really, really cool. I've got the picture of my photo album downstairs, and I'll show you guys on my Instagram at a later date. So my Instagram is Lauren Amy Davison, so make sure to go and follow so you don't miss any like other things I'm going to share with you guys. But yeah, it's really, really cool, and yeah, I really need to show you guys because it'd be like really cool to show y'all. I left the best to last. Dora the Explorer! This was my absolute favourite as a child. I watched this like literally all the time. I was obsessed. Basically it's about like this girl called Dora, obviously. She goes on adventures with Boots. Boots is one of her helpers. And I remember the first episode so well. So basically, they're just at Dora's house for her parents and all that, right? And then she like went out for a walk or something, and Boots fell over and was crying. He was like, and Dora like helped him and all that. And then they like did something else. I can't remember what they did after that, but I do remember the start of it quite well. And that was like the first episode. And Dora's been going on for years. There's like loads of series of Dora. And yeah, I just love Dora in general. I noticed that Dora's on my Fire Stick. I might actually watch it one night just for a laugh, you know, just to remind myself of my childhood. But yeah, I do like Dora. I like it. I love the little adventures they go on. Basically, usually what they do is to go through about 3 different places, and along the way they get items out of a backpack to help them. They use the map to help them. And sometimes Swiper comes out and tries and steals their stuff, and they have to stop Swiper to go, Swiper no swiping, Swiper no swiper, Swiper no swiping. And sometimes they have other friends that come along as well and help them and do things with them depending on what the adventure is. And usually on Dora episodes only about half an hour, but they have some hour specials sometimes. There was an hour Christmas special and that was quite good fun. I quite enjoyed that. And yeah, there's loads of episodes. To be honest, even though Dora is my favourite kids TV show, I can't exactly remember the adventures they went on. If I look back, I'd definitely remember and go, oh my god, I remember that. That was like one of the best episodes ever. But it's been so long since I watched it, I really can't remember off the top of my head. The reason I remember Peppa Pig and Charlie and Lola so well is I've actually watched them on YouTube recently just for a laugh. So I'll probably have to go back and watch Dora again just for a bit of fun, you know. But yeah, Dora was one of my favourites when I was a kid though, and yeah, I liked all the characters, and I also like how it was actually quite educational in a way as well, because Dora had a bit of Spanish in it. So sometimes they'd say like Spanish words like hola or adios, and they'd, or like other things like largo, like that's big, or whatever. I can't remember what other words there were, but yeah, they use like Spanish words as well. So it's educational in a way as well, but it's also good fun. It wasn't like, it was a good adventure to go on, and you're kind of guessing along the way, like, oh, she'll go this way, oh, she'll do that. Like, what way is the hill or whatever? Like, that way, it's that way, Dora. And sometimes they'd like have to mend things along the way. Like sometimes they have to like build a bridge so they can get over it, or they have to like help someone who's like got stuck in something, you know, like, or have to like try and open the gate. That's quite a common one, trying to open the gate. So there's lots of challenges along the way. It was like, even though it was a TV show, it was actually like you're in a game in a way, because you're trying to figure out what to do along the way. It was a good educational TV show for kids because it's a way of like working out things, and like you learn Spanish along the way. So I actually think it's really educational in a way, and just a really good show overall, and it's done really well. And I hate that they've made a Dora and Friends. Like, that's not the same. Dora's meant to be Explorer. She's not meant to be with some friends at high school without, and Boots isn't even in it. Boots is a big part. Well, Boots is like in the first episode of it, but he wasn't in any of the rest of it. Like, Boots is a big part of Dora. Why is he gone? Like, I know Dora is meant to grow up, but I just don't like it. I like Dora as an explorer. I don't know about if you guys have seen it, but Dora, there was a Dora film, and they made a real life Dora, and basically Dora's in like the woods and whatever, where the explorer bit where she belongs, but then her parents send her off to like a normal life, you know what I mean, like a life we're living in, and basically she comes along and she doesn't know how to act and everything, and she acts quite embarrassing around Diego, and Diego's like, why are you acting this way and all that. And then she actually came to the school party dressed as a star when everyone else was just in normal clothes. She didn't know how to dress, obviously, bless her. She's just so used to like being in a jungle. Well, actually, yeah, a wood kind of jungle place, because that's where she belongs, obviously. But yeah, it is quite funny. But yeah, you should. I'm not going to spoil the rest of it because you need to watch it to like, and obviously you need to have watched Dora before to like understand it. But yeah, it's a really good film. And I advise you go along and watch that if you've grew up with Dora as a kid and really enjoyed it. But yeah, Dora's definitely my favourite and the best kids TV show of all time. Well, for me anyway, it was. Thank you so much, guys, for watching my blog on my 5 favourite kids TV shows. I hope you guys enjoyed this and got some joy out of it and reminded yourself of your childhood and thought, oh my god, that I used to love watching that show and all that. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time for Awareness blog. Bye for now.